Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Shweta. I am the founder and CEO of AyushforLife, Ayurvedic Holistic Wellness Center in Kitchener-Waterloo area, Ontario, Canada. And today we are going through the second episode of Men Health series, where I'm going to invite one of our guests, an Ayurvedic doctor who is joining us all the way from India, and he has an extensive experience in working with men of different ages and finding them Ayurvedic holistic health solutions. So he is going to join us in a minute or so, and we are going to talk about Ayurvedic Day Regimen. So I often come across so many people who want to know what is that healthy regimen that we need to do in order to remain healthy. So Dr. Gogia will be telling us in he is here with us. Namaste, Dr. Gogia. How are you doing?
Namaskar. Fine, fine.
So I was just telling our audience that everyone, I come across so many of my patients, so many people, they ask us about what is an ideal Ayurvedic day regimen. What should we do in order to remain healthy for the rest of our life? What should we do? So this whole question is the most asked question, and I would like you to please explain to our audiences or the followers who might be watching this after this live is over at their convenient time to know what the Ayurveda has to offer in order to remain healthy. So over to you, Dr. Gogia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Shweta. I'm very thankful to all people who are here to listen my words. Webinar is going to be happen for the topic that is known as Ayurvedic regimen for healthy lifestyle. Firstly, we'll have to check it out. What is health? As per WHO, it is defined as it is not mere absence of disease. It is the state of mind, state of well-being. It should be fit through all means. That means physically, mentally, emotionally, economically, psychologically. Person should be free from all, and he should be fit through all aspects. Physically means he should not have disease. Mentally, there should be no tension. Economically, that means he should be so much financially strong to handle all expenses.
True.
And psychologically, person should have a contentment and he should have a peaceful life. So these are the factors that decide the health sector. So this is the measure by which we can say that that person is fully healthy. Ayurveda plays important role while combating this disease factor. What Ayurveda says? Ayurveda is a term that is made up of two words. Ayur plus Veda. Ayu means life. Veda means science. It is science of life that tells us how to remain healthy. These are the measures. Since time immemorial, each and every person wants to be healthy forever. How can they live healthy forever? Because in our classical text, it has been mentioned that each and every person should live up to 100 years.
Yes.
That Shatayu, that is Shatayu. He
Yes.
should live healthy. How to live healthy? We should know all parameters how to remain healthy. Because whenever we go to any market, any mall, whenever we planning to buy a new gadget, then some sort of manual they generally give to us that you will have to read this manual how to operate this machine. Same
Yes.
thing, this body has gifted to us by God. He has given few manuals how to we'll have to just read it. You should know it. Ayurveda plays an important role while giving this all direction in the form of manuals. So you should know it and check it out. How can you maintain yourself? Ayurveda aim is swasthasya swasth rakshanam aturasya rog prachanam cha. That means aim of Ayurveda, that means it has to maintain the health of healthy people, healthy person, and to cure the person who is a disease. That means disease factor has to be cured with herbal medication or formulation, and health of healthy people that has to be maintained also.
Yes.
These are the aim of Ayurveda. So firstly, we should know about the pillars also. What are the pillars of Ayurveda? There are three pillars. Firstly is the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. These are three pillars. If they are in equilibrium form, that gives you a healthy moment. If you are there in unequilibrium form, that imbalanced form, that creates a disease factor. What are the sub pillars? Sub pillars are also essential for our body. These are three. These are firstly the Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya. Ahar means diet. Diet plays an important role that gives a best moment, best measures to check this disease factor. So that is the important thing. Medicines plays a secondary role, but diet is the main factor that decides. That is a deciding factor. So firstly, how to check it out? What we are what we eat. जैसा
Yes.
मन, जैसा अन्न वैसा मन.
Right.
We are what we eat. Our body requires 30% of food what we consume. Rest 70% of food, whatever we consume, that is for bread and butter of treating physician. Understand my word. 30% I will required only. Rest, try to not to have more than 30%, because if you will have more than 30%, you will remain disease. You will have an ailment also. So try to have less food. Kam khao, gum khao. These are the phrase also. So what are the rules? What are the rules? We should follow it. Firstly, whenever we feel that we don't have appetite, we are not so feeling famished now, what to do? Firstly, if a person is having no appetite, that means their agni, digestive fire, is weak. Okay, digestion has not been occurred to the previous food which he has consumed earlier.
Right.
So let the finish the previous digestion. Body says that we should hear the words of body. What
Yes.
does it say?
Yes.
To check it out. The body says stop, no need to have food. Just hear and understand and follow their words and try to not to have it. Langanam paramoshadam. That is, fasting is the best medicine. No
Yes.
need to have anything else. Just keep fasting. Our digestion will be our agni. That will digest the previous food. So whenever previous food will digest it, that will body will say that bring food. We are famished. At that moment you should have it.
Yes.
Some authors say that we should have food at Brahm Muhurat.
Right.
Brahm Muhurat means when body says that we have to require food in war level, that will very much needed. That is, food is very much needed. Then if you will give food, that will be digested. That would be give you best nutrition to your tissues also. So try to have food whenever you feel great sort of appetite. That is the best way to maintain your health.
I would like to, sorry, Dr. Gogia, I would like to interrupt here. People here in North America, they have this concept from the conventional medical science coming in to do intermittent fasting. So normally what they do is people, they start eating, having the first meal of the day at around 11 a.m. to noon. And then they have this, window period where they can eat anything. And then the last meal of the day will be around 6 in the evening or so. So what I'm trying to tell is that they won't listen to their body. Even if they are hungry at 9 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m. in the morning, they won't eat. And they will, try to push the time to noon. And then they will eat when half of the hunger is gone, or maybe they are in mid of it. So what Ayurveda has to say about intermittent fasting, is it like for every type of person? Because as per my understanding, there are three different Ayurveda body types, majorly three different body types, and everyone has a different level of Agni or the fire element in the body. So everyone has a different kind of hunger at different point of times. So the generic principle here will be to listen to your body, just like you said. So how people should approach towards intermittent fasting, because this is a very, very common thing among people here, that they want to try to lose weight, and in order to try to lose weight, they want to adopt for intermittent fasting. They won't consider the diet principles which has been mentioned in Ayurveda classic. So can you please elaborate on that this point, that whether they should do intermittent fasting or they should not do, and listen to the body rather?
Intermittent fasting that is a good concept. We can see that is other concept is that is new diet system that also reciprocate, that also advocate intermittent fasting. That is not good for all. That depends on the person to person, how their appetite is. If the
Yes.
person is having good appetite, he can understand the language of the appetite. That means he should have meal. If he's not following his meal, that is not following his word or any appetite, that may create some trouble. So she should listen the body voice, whatever she is listening, whatever body is telling to you, you should listen it. That is the best way. If you will say that your appetite is gone, and afterward you have fixed the time that you have to take at 11 o'clock, and there is no appetite, if you take meal, that meal will be wasted. So better to hear the voice of your body, and this is not applicable to all.
Yes.
The body says have it. If there is no voice for food, no need to have.
Yes. So in order so let me just rephrase what you're trying to say, Dr. Gogia, that having all these diet culture, it is not very healthy for every one of us. Every person has a different health goal, whether to lose weight, whether to gain muscle mass, whether to enjoy your present, health status, whether you want to remain, if you want to remain healthy, as far as everyone wants to remain healthy. So the reason why these diet they don't work, because you are not consistent, and they are for a shorter period of time. So the key answer for every person here is to listen to your body. Whenever you are hungry, listen to your body, and then eat. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Just follow your hunger, follow your body cues, because that's our body is a very beautiful machine that God has given us. And going by the clock, okay, I have to eat at this time, I have lunchtime from noon to 1 p.m. It does not work, because if you are not hungry, that means there's a good chance your previous meal in the body is not being digested, and you're not hungry. Your body hormones, all the hormones, ghrelin, it's not giving that push. Okay, you wake up and eat, sit up and eat. So don't eat, as simple as that. This is the commonest problem that I find in among many of my patients, and I tell them that if you're not hungry, don't eat. And whenever you're hungry, eat heartily, have that positive relationship with your food, instead of having that toxic relationship. I have to eat this, and I don't have to eat this. We'll come to that point a little bit later. But for now, have this principle in your mind that whenever you're hungry, please eat. If you're not hungry, then don't eat. Over to you, Dr. Gogia. So having this ahar or the diet part, so eat according to your according to your hunger. What's next?
That is the best month you have given to us. That is, we should hear the voice of your hunger. Okay,
Yes.
because each and every metabolic disorder, that means blood pressure, diabetes, hypothyroidism, these are related to our metabolism. Metabolism is related to our digestive fire. If digestive fire remains weak, if you are taking meal without any hunger, digestive fire will get weakened.
Yes.
If it is weakened, that means that will lead to formation of indigestion. Indigestion matter, that means arm. If arm is there, our digestive fire is weak, all types of metabolic disorder will come out. That means blood pressure, diabetes, hypothyroidism, these are the metabolic disorders. So firstly, we'll have to check it out your digestive fire. If it is in elevated form, try to hear the voice of your digestive fire.
Yes.
Second part is our sub-pillar is nidra.
Yes.
Nidra means sleep. Sleep is required. That is the best healer. Sleep. Okay. Duration of sleep, it should be of 6 to 8 hours. That is the phase whenever each and every body parts that remains in resting phase, except heart.
Yes.
That is the main thing. Okay. First, we should have a sleep for 6 to 8 hours. Second rule is we should not have sleep at daytime. Divya Sav, that is known as day sleep.
Yes.
There are few rules. That means there are 6 ritus in our year. One year that there are 6 ritus. Only Grishma Ritu, that is in summer, we can have day sleep.
Yes.
Except summer, we can't have day sleep in other ritus.
Yes.
And if you will have a day sleep, what will happen? That will decrease your digestive fire. That will increase your kapha. That will, if it digestive fire is weak, you will be suffering from all abdominal problem. All metabolic system will be deranged. So all problem that will get arise up, that will arisen. So there is no need to have day sleep. Which are the person who are allowed to have day sleep? There are few exceptional also.
Yes.
That means person, students also, road workers also, and old people, weak people, and person is having bronchial asthma. They can have also sleep also. And the person who has who is having fatigue after intercourse with his marital life, the person, that these type of person, they can have day sleep. But other people, they should not have it. If you want to have day sleep, that is very essential for the rejuvenation, that is required. You can, what can you do? You can have you can head down while sitting on your table, chair. You can just head down. There is no need to lie down. If you lie down, that means kapha will increase. So these are the measures which you should advocate, you should try to follow. Day sleep is not allowed, but if you want to have, head down, and you can have, you can enjoy your sleep also. These are the second pillar which we should know it. Third one is the brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means preference of.
Yes, Dr. Gogia, I would like to add to your, the beautiful points that you have mentioned. This is such an important habit that people, they are dwelled in at this time in North America. I see many of the people, they after eating, after having their lunch, they sleep. And this is the most, one of the most commonest habits, yet very deprivative to the health, because it decreases the fire element in the body, and which we don't want, because for the proper digestion of the food, we want that fire element to go up. So taking a nap, you are lying down, you are basically increasing the kapha, and you are lowering the fire element or the agni in your body, which, just like you mentioned, it increases the kapha and it delays that digestion. So think about this, like if your goal is that you want to remain healthy, don't, after eating, after having your lunch, don't lie down. That's the most commonest thing that people here do, yet it is not very healthy. It's not a healthy habit. So there's a very, midline that you can adopt. You can sit in a chair, just like Dr. Gogia mentioned. Just, take rest, close your eyes and take rest. Maybe you can, take a headrest of your chair and rest like that. Close your eyes. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about work. Just take rest, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever that, makes you rejuvenate, restore all your strength. And it should not be more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes, why I'm saying there's no any classical reference of, having this rest of 20 minutes. The only thing is, it is the experience that I have like I have experienced with the clinical experience I have of a decade now. Patients, if they are not sleeping, yet they want to take rest, they can take it for 20 minutes or so. So more than 30 minutes or more than an hour can increase that kapha in the body. So, and it's a very important, sleep is such an important factor, health parameter, that is mentioned in Ayurveda classics. There's a sutra with regards to sleep, which says that Nidra Ardha Rogari. That means if you sleep, if you do not deprive yourself of the sleep that your body needs, half of the diseases in the body, they vanish away. So it's a rog hari. It's the rog is disease. Hari means it cut down all those diseases. So sleep, but do not sleep in the day. That's for sure. Out of the 6 seasons in a calendar year, only summer season is that time where you can nap in the day. And of course, with some of the exceptions that Dr. Gogia mentioned here, any people who are weak, who don't have any strength, old people suffering from bronchial asthma, if you have physically exhausted yourself, for example, if you had a intercourse, then all these children, all these people, these are exceptions that people who can sleep in the day. Otherwise, a normal adult person should not sleep in the in the daytime, it is called Diva Swap. It increases three dosha in the body. It is three dosh kari. It increases all the three doshas. It imbalances them. So please do not sleep. So these 2 points: eat whenever you are hungry, and two, sleep only at the night time or in the evening time. Set your routine. We are going to talk about it in a minute or so. And do not sleep in the daytime. Over to you, Dr. Gogia. What's the third sub pillar that you were talking about?
I would like to add one more point regarding this sleep pattern. The person is having a deprivation of 2 hours sleep, because if he has awakened at night for 2 hours, that means he took sleep for 4 hours only.
Yes.
6 hours is very essential. He took deprived of that was deprivation of 2 hours only.
Yes.
How can you combat it? How can you compensate it?
Yes.
That can be compensated by having a day sleep for 1 hour. If you are deficit of 2 hours, you can take day sleep at 1 hour. That means half. You have to half the duration of a day sleep by half. Okay, so that is the main important thing. The person who awakes at night time, he can have day sleep also. This is also exceptional case. We should know it about it.
Yes.
And sleep and insomnia. These are the two main factors, that deciding factor for your health. What are the causes of sleeplessness? Person does not have a sleep. But many people, young people, if they are stressed, if they are having a fear factor or guilt factor, they will not enjoy the sound sleep. How can they have it? What is the solution for this insomnia, that sleeplessness? In old age, people, due to having increased vata, they usually feel insomnia, sleeplessness. What are the measures by which we can combat this insomnia? Because sleep is very essential. During night time, he does not enjoy sound sleep. Daytime, they want to have it, but we are all just denying that. There is no need to have. How can we have this sound sleep at night time?
Yes.
There are few things. Firstly, try to not to have heavy dinner. Try to have your dinner before 7 o'clock. That is the best measure. And there should be gap between meal, dinner, and your sleep. Sleep time. There should be gap of minimum 2 hours.
2 hours.
Because 2 hours sleep, 2 hour gap is very essential to have a sound sleep. If you will have a heavy dinner and you are having dinner at 10 o'clock, you want to sleep at 11 o'clock, the body will not allow. All organs, digestive organs, they will they will be busy in digesting that food. How can they allow you to have a sleep? If they are working, they will not allow you to sleep. So better to have light food. Second thing, ambience of retiring room. That should be very cool. That should be very pleasant. That there should be no lightning. There is no lightning would be there. The ambience should be good. There should be no guilt. Even when the person feels that insomnia is there, we can give Shirodhara. That is comes under Panchkarma. That can be done in Panchkarma center. That is the Shirodhara is the technique by which there is installation of medicated oil over the forehead. That gives relaxation. That gives sound sleep. That gives rejuvenation. These are the measures by which we can have it. We can combat this insomnia.
Absolutely.
Third one is the brahmacharya. We have just discussed about it. That is the preservation of shukra dhatu. That is last tissue that gives that should be also preserved. That there should be no wastage. Whenever there is progeny is required, we should try to use it. Otherwise, if we are wasting it, that gives us a wrong message to our body that your body needs it. Try to restore it. Otherwise, disease is the disease is coming to your body. So health, for maintaining your health, this brahmacharya is very important. Celibacy is very important. These are the three pillars which are the deciding factor for your health.
I have one of the questions, Dr. Gogia, from one of our participants over here. They're asking at night if they feel that they are having a light dinner, they don't feel like sleepy. If they have a heavy dinner, they feel sleepy. What should be the work around that?
If they want to have a good food or heavy food, try to have it before 7 o'clock. You should give time for the digestion also. If you are giving food, if you are having dinner at 10 o'clock, how will the body allow you to have a sound sleep? If you want to have a heavy food, try to have there should be gap of between dinner and your sleep. It should be minimum 2 hours. Second, have a light dinner, because in our classical text it has been mentioned that whenever we are having dinner, we should have a meal of beggar.
Yeah.
Beggars, whatever they eat very scanty food.
Yes.
Okay, because in night time our digestive fire is very weak.
Yes.
If you will have a heavy diet at night time, our digestive fire will not be able to digest it. So if you want to have a heavy diet, you can have it daytime, because daytime our Agni is very strong. It can digest anything else. Even then, if you don't want to have any heavy feeling, if you have taken a meal or heavy dinner after joining any party, what can you do?
Yes.
You can sit like Vajrasan. The
Yes.
person, Muslim people, whenever they read namaz, they just sit in that portion, that pose. You can just sit in that same pose. Our digestion will work it out, but this is the temporary. First, try to have light dinner. That is the main mantra. If you are taking this heavy dinner forcibly, this is the method by which you can combat it.
So people here, in addition to what Dr. Gogia said, I would like to add, he has brought actually a very, very good point. You might see when you are, having that urge to eat heavy dinner at time, you will see that you have not eaten the, heavy lunch at that particular day. So try to eat heavy at the lunchtime, have the heaviest meal of your day at the lunchtime, and then have a light dinner at the night time. Just like Dr. Gogia mentioned, that having that soothing place, pleasant space where your retiring room is, do not make your retiring room and your workstation the same place, because you are confusing the mind that whether I have to work here or I have to sleep here. For resting, your mind need rest. It should be thoughtless. Ideally, it should be thoughtless at night time. But unfortunately, people, they have so many stress in life. They have so many stressors. So many overthinking is going on at the night time. To lower that, your place should be cool. It should be pleasant. The place where you're living, it should be hygienic. It should be decluttered. There should not be many things around it. Anything that makes you feel calm. The other pointer that I want to add here is, maybe you can use some essential oils. You can use them. You can smell those oils. That aroma therapy comes in and it triggers your mind to rest. So any oil that suits you according to your body type, use essential oils on your sheets, on your maybe pillow cover. The other thing, people rest is when they try to chant any mantra. So if you have any mantra that you are aligned to and you feel rested while reciting that mantra, do that mantra reciting at night time. Take it as your night routine. We are going to talk about night routine in 5 minutes or so. And reciting that mantra will help you feel rested, and you'll notice that it's time to rest. Also, dim off the lights, because lights, they stimulate us. So vat, the stimulating factor in our body, the vat dosha, it increases. So getting off that laptop, getting off that screen time, getting off that television, scrolling on your phone, do not do that, at least 2 hours before your sleep. This is essentially for patients having insomnia. These are very non-invasive things that you can do at your home. You do not require any kind of medication to do all these things. These are healthy habits that you can incorporate to have a better night routine. Over to you, Dr. Gogia. So the other point he mentioned was, you need to be, you do not want to, waste the shukra dhatu or the reproductive tissue, which many people, they waste in terms of, I would say, adopting unhealthy sexual habits until and unless you are sexually active. So do not waste that shukra dhatu in your body, and try to adopt celibacy at a certain point. So I have a question here, Dr. Gogia, from one of our participants. They're asking if masturbation is healthy or unhealthy. So when you're talking about celibacy, what exactly Ayurveda mentions?
Ayurveda says that masturbation is not so healthy. That can weaken our nerves related to our sexual organ. Whenever person does masturbation, there is some sort of there is some sort of uh, uh, there's some sort of weakness that can be produced by having this masturbation. What
Mm-hmm.
what can we do? We should divert our mind. We
Mm-hmm.
should be busy. We make our mind busy in other activities. Try to not to follow your mind, whatever it says.
Right.
Try to make your life busy. That is the best mantras, because up to 25 years, uh, this celibacy should be maintained.
Yes.
After having married life, you should try to use your semen, or try to
Yes.
not try to have this married life. Okay,
Yes.
but masturbation is not so good,
Yes.
as our Ayurveda text says that this
Yes.
is that can create weakness also, that can decrease your glow also.
Yes.
So this is not good for our health.
Yes. So I would like to rephrase what Dr. Gogia here says, that Ayurveda specifically mentions here to retain the Shukra Dhatu in the body. Why? Because it gives you strength. It gives you that effect which makes you feel strong. So if you are trying to get rid of it in the form of, excess of sexual activities, or maybe adopting unhealthy sexual practices in terms of masturbation, you are getting rid of that shukra dhatu, which is actually very essential for maintaining the strength in the body. So the shukra dhatu here, it mentions, Ayurveda specifically mention, it's not specifically for pleasure purposes. The main objective of shukra dhatu is for the production of the healthy progeny. So if you are thinking of, getting settled with your partner, with your partner in the coming future years, you want to save that, I would say, shukra dhatu, that seventh tissue in the body, which is very essential, so that in the coming years or so, when you want to start your family, you are actually giving birth to a healthy next generation, which will be responsible for so many other things. So indirectly, you are adding to that social ecosystem. So producing babies or giving birth to babies which are unhealthy not only takes a toll on your mental stress if you are a parent in that case, and it takes a toll. It is a unfortunately, it's a big challenge and struggle for so many of the parents. I'm not saying that uh, masturbation will lead to having the birth of babies who are not physically or anatomically normal. I'm just saying that if you can avoid these practices, and you can, just like Dr. Gogia said, divert your mind. And if you are not sexually active, you don't want to waste the shukra dhatu in the body. Over to you, Dr. Gogia. So these were the three
Yeah,
sub pillars of health. And
I
what's
want to
next?
add.
Yes.
I want to add one thing also, because you have told that semen is the gist of all dhatus.
Yes.
That is the final product of all tissue formation.
Yes.
So that is the best thing. If you will waste it, you will have a depreciation, that depreciation of value also, because in married life, if you masturbation is going to be continued by any person, that may lead to deprivation in count of semen also. Sperm count that can be low also. Their activity will be low also. So better to not to do it, because this is the best tissue, that is the best gist of tissues.
Yes.
So this should be preserved it. This
Yes.
is the best mantra.
Yes, yes. So we should preserve the Shukra Dhatu, and because it is responsible for the other six dhatus which are prior to it. So Ras, Rakt, Mans, Med, Asti, Majja, these are very essential dhatu. These are different functions, on a cellular level. So if you're trying to, get rid of the Shukra Dhatu in the form of, adopting unhealthy sexual practices, then please do not do it, since you will be requiring it for that strength. So many people especially I would say the male patients when they come in, and because they have adopted these practices, they come to seek, the help of the practitioners to actually rejuvenate themselves because they feel lethargic every time, lethargic and full. They have these body aches throughout the body, and they cannot focus, they cannot attention themselves at one point. So these are some of the symptoms that they come in and they complain while approaching an Ayurvedic doctor. And that's why there's a place for Rasayan and Vajikaran in Ayurveda. So how you can replenish this dhatu is by use of, by judicious use of this under the supervision of Ayurvedic doctor. Please do not take any kind of Rasayan or Vajikaran without the supervision of an Ayurvedic doctor, without consultation, because Ayurvedic medicines, they do have a side effects. This is a big misconception among people that Ayurveda is all about herbs. It is all about, natural things, and it does not have any side effects. So I wanted to bust this myth today. And over to you, Dr. Gogia. What's that daily regimen that a person needs to follow to start their healthy or healing journey?
Whenever we are planning to have a healthy life, we should start our dincharya. That means
Yes.
daily regimen.
Yes.
How daily regimen start? Whenever you get up, that charya, that means regimen, that gets started. So, firstly, what we need to be done, we have to get up at Brahm Muhurat. Brahm Muhurat means you have to get up at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock to 5:30. These comes under Brahm Muhurat, because Brahm Muhurat means that all best, all pious activities are done in this period. Our mental acuities, cognitive functions of our brain, they are so much active. Whatever we will do, anything in this period, that will be easily grasped in our body, and this will give us a best health. So
True.
we should try to get up at Brahm Muhurat. Okay. So whenever we are getting at 4:30, 5 o'clock, in between, before 5:30, we should wake up. And just whenever we are waking up, just join your palm in like this way, and just see the lining of your hand. Firstly, it is mentioned in our classical text also. Kar agre Lakshmi, kar madhye Saraswati, kar mule Govindam.
Yes.
That means other part, front part, that our Lakshmi Devi that resides. We can see the first darshan of Lakshmi ji by seeing your palms joining together.
Yes.
So we should be thankful to all deities that God, you have given me as a new morning, new life. Thanks for the life which you have given to me. I am very thankful to you. Second thing, whenever you get up, having this face, just get up and move to kitchen.
Yes.
Have a seat over there while sitting over stool.
Yes.
And try, without rinsing your oral cavity, have lukewarm water. By sip. There is no need to gulp water. If, you will have water that will sip by sip. That means you are having water as per your thirst level. There is no need to have 1 liter or 2 liter water before. Whenever you get up in the morning, some people say that you should have it 2 liter. That is the Meyer dose you should have it. I would say that depends on the person to person. That thirst level also depends. Whatever thirst you feel, that should be quenched with that amount of liquid or water that should be consumed. True. You should drink water as per your thirst level. Have sip way. That will quench your thirst in original form. That means there will be no water. Extra water would be gulped by you. Sipping, that will give you best quenching method of your thirst level. So try to have it, whether it is half glass, 1 glass, whatever it is. Just when our body says that quench is finished, no need to have water now, just stop. And go to bathroom. Okay. Without rinsing this oral cavity, if you will have this water, saliva of your night pattern, that will be also mixed with your water, and this will give you protective layer towards your gastrointestinal tract. That will give you best immunity also.
Yes.
Second thing, whenever you are getting up, you should apply your saliva just like this way. You should apply this saliva towards your eyes. Whenever you're applying this saliva towards your eyes, our mucosa of your eyes, that will just absorb it. What will you have it by doing this? Your vision will be improved 100%. This is the evidence-based study. Few people have done it, and their vision power has been improved 100%. This is the well-proved data. I am live example of this practice. Try to apply it. Second thing, this application of saliva, this acts as a antiviral also, or this acts as a anti-aging also, that acts as a anti-acne also. If you are applying this saliva, this is the best measure by which you can have these all benefits. So try to apply this saliva over your eyes daily. This will give you best moments. After doing these things, you will feel urge to defecate. That means toilet. You have to go for toilet.
Yes.
Go for toilet. If you have Indian style commode, that is the best. If you don't have, if you have only Western style, you can combat it. You can compensate this Indian style commode. How can you do it? Just keep one stool, plastic stool, in front of your legs. Just keep your foot over that stool and sit over the Western style also. What will do? The angle between thighs and abdomen, that will reduce. That will give you a easy evacuation of your bowel. That means the easy evacuation of your stool. There is no need to do any straining. If there is no straining, that means you will not suffer with piles. So if you want to have, if you have Indian style, that is the best. If you don't have, you can do this method in order to avoid piles or hemorrhoids. This is the method by which you should sit over the commode.
Let me add it, Dr. Gogia. By what Dr. Gogia is mentioning about Indian style is basically here in North America, just squat. So if you are sitting on the toilet, just add a stool in front of you and put your both of your feet together on that stool so that you make an angle which almost mimics that you are squatting without, if you were to squat without using any chair or any wall, and if you are squatting, so when you put the stool in front of the toilet, you are in an angle where your knees are pressing the abdomen, and it is giving that pressure so that the stool out there in your body, it's get excreted out naturally without straining. So do not strain, because also straining is one of the causes for so many other diseases that comes in, specifically piles or hemorrhoids. They can be external, they can be internal. So do not strain while pooping. When you are pooping, just whatever urge your body has to excrete out the waste product or the stool, just do that, and do not strain. So people here, while using the commode or the toilet, they experience the constipation. This is one of the major causes due to the diet and the lifestyle. They suffer from constipation. So one of the methods of getting excrete out that waste product is having a stool in front of you and then sitting on the toilet and then pooping. So over to you, Dr. Gogia. What's next?
I would like to add one more thing.
Yes.
How to avoid this strain.
Yes.
This is the best applicable method written over text also.
Yes.
Whenever we are sitting in commode, just press our left foot towards our floor. That will increase your strain by itself. Naturally, that will increase the strain. There is no need to do from your side, but just press your left foot towards the floor. That will increase your strain.
Okay.
That is natural strain. That fecal matter will move out. That will evacuate by itself. That is the natural way of increasing your pressure to move out. This is the other method.
That's interesting.
After having that is after having this toilet, this phase, let to go for brushing your teeth.
Yes.
First, you may have seen that nowadays Datun is being marketed in USA also. Previously, that was marketed in India.
Yes.
No, nowadays no one does it. Previously, our ancestors, our fathers used to do it. Now this has been termed as a very much needed requirement for our body. Datun gives us a best cleanser for our teeth. But we are not doing. If there is no availability, so we can't do it. What can we do? We can do it through Ayurvedic toothpaste. That is the best means by which we can clean our tooth.
Right.
Afterward, we will go for Gandush therapy. That is also known as oil pulling.
Oil pulling, yes.
I will say that Gandush is the best measure by which we can increase our gum health.
Yes.
Gums health. Because if you will have a strong gums, that will give you a best strong teeth also.
True.
If you have strong teeth, that means you can masticate. That means you can chew your food very well. If you are chewing well, that indicates that you are chewing your chewing teeth or mastication of teeth. That is directly linked with memory center of brain.
Yes.
If you are chewing, that means your memory is intact. Because old age person, they don't have teeth. They just engulf the food whatever they have it. Okay, so they don't chew it. So they forget very easily. So there is great link between amnesia, that means forgetfulness, and chewing the food. So if you want to have good teeth, best teeth, strong teeth, your gums should be strong enough.
Yeah.
In order to have a strong gums, you should have this Gandush therapy. That is oil pulling therapy. Oil pulling therapy is best. That is the best measure for maintaining your strength of your gums. That should be done with Irimedadi Telam. That is medical herbal oil. If it is available at your nearby place, you can have it. Otherwise, you can have simple til tel.
Yes.
Til tel, that is sesame oil.
Sesame
that is the best way. You can have to keep that oil in your mouth cavity.
Yes.
For minimum 20 to 30 minutes.
Yes.
If you knew a few days, you will come to know the retaining power of that oil that will goes on increasing. Firstly, you will think that how can we feasible to be retain this oil for 20 minutes. If you can keep it for 10 minutes, it's okay, and throw it out. Day by day, increase the retaining power of that oil. If it is retaining more for further more duration, that will help to have a strong gums. Strong gums means strong teeth. So this is the method. Second thing, oil. How to use this oil? I am just telling you the way how to warm this oil. Oil should not be warm directly.
Yes.
What needs to do? Oil should be heated indirectly. Just firstly fill the kettle with water and boil it. And fill the oil, whether it is Irimedadi Telam or Til Tel. Keep it, that quantity of oil should be that much that will fill your cavity, mouth cavity. Just that is, I think so, 20 ml to 25 ml, that is enough for filling your mouth cavity. Just give pour that oil in katori and pick it up with handle. And we should keep the katori over the upper layer of this kettle having water.
Yes.
Indirectly, because firstly kettle will heat up, and afterward water will heat up. Afterward, the heat energy will transfer to katori. Katori will transfer the heat energy to oil. That means indirect form of heating that will give you a whenever within 10 to 15 seconds, it will just warm it. Just keep it off and pour it in other katori or other utensil. Just check it out. If it is bearable hot, you just have it like this way. Just have it just like whenever are you having, keeping it in your oral cavity, not to drink, just keep it in oral cavity. Keep it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I am following this Gandush therapy for the last few years. I can keep this Gandush therapy for 1 hour, because keeping this oil for 1 hour, it takes lots of confidence, lots of practice also. Because usually in starting phase, person does not manage to keep this oil for 20 minutes. They will keep it for 10 minutes. No need to worry at all. Keep it whatever feasible time you can keep it. Just try to retain it. That will give you a best gum. This is the best method by which you can do it. You can retain the strength of your gums. Afterward, having oil in your mouth cavity, you can go for walk also. Walk. You know, morning walk is very essential. Making rounds at park or hospital, that is your choice. If you want to have a healthy life, you will have rounds at park. That means you will have healthy life. If you are not going to park for your rounds for walk, that means you will have to complete your round at hospital. You have to. This is your choice. If you do it, that means hospital rounds are very painful. Better to go for walk at park. Because parks have free gyms. No need to pay anything else. Free membership. Okay. Stay connected to nature. That is the best mantras to make rounds at park. If you are doing morning walk, that will increase your luster also, glow also. Second thing, if you are going for walk at Brahm Muhurat, that will increase your ozone also, because whatever we are having, you are going to park for oxygen, fresh air. But if you are going for walk at Brahm Muhurat at 5 o'clock, you will have ozone. Ozone means 3 molecules of oxygen. Ozone is very essential. That is very much needed for checking your degeneration. Person who wakes up at 4 o'clock and goes for walk, he will be young forever. He will not look old. Even in spite of having 60 years old, he will look like 48. That means he can combat, he can challenge the degeneration process also. So this is the method. You should try to go for walk, either park or hospital. This is your choice. Afterward, time is very short. We'll have to cover more topics. Afterward, we'll have to have Nasya. Whenever you come back to home, Nasya therapy should be given. Nasya means installation of few medicated drops of medicated oil that has to be instilled at both nostrils. So whenever you are instilling this oil by dropper, this way you will drop it and just rub it out this way. Afterward, you instill this oil in other one nostril, just pouring it over and just rub it out, and just recline your neck towards backside. So doing this therapy, what will happen? By doing this Nasya karma, that will give you alkaline pH of your nasal mucosa. Each and every virus and bacteria, they have pH of acidic pH. So whenever virus tries to enter your body, virus enter your body through mouth or nose. So whenever it tries to enter your body, Nasya, that will create alkaline pH, and the virus is having pH of acidic. That will mix together and just get neutralized. So that will finish at the same moment. Gandusha therapy, that also gives pH of alkaline nature and enters whenever the virus enters. So there will be neutralizing effect between whenever both of them mix together. So Nasya and Gandusha, these are the protective mechanism for from our coming viral infection. Just like corona, that is the best measure you can prevent it from corona. So Nasya, what other benefits we can have it?
Yes, Dr. Gogia, I was about to tell people that within this pandemic, when corona is, has affected our lives in so many ways that we cannot even imagine. These therapies, having, oil, Gandusha therapy and, Nasya therapy, and doing that at home on a consistent basis can boost your immune system to a level where you don't need any extra supplement. So, and the only key here is be consistent. So 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 2 weeks won't work. You have to be consistent and you will see the benefits. Like you will feel that you are doing something well for your body, and that wellness will come in from within and you will start feeling those benefits. And Dr. Goge is a live example. He's been doing and following all these therapies for years now, and he can swear by it that these therapies, they work. Like he's a live example in front of you that that this things works. It is not only mentioned in the Ayurvedic classes, of course, by the virtue of studying Ayurveda and following it for years now. Me and Dr. Gogia both, we know, we can blindly follow Ayurvedic principles. But for you, if you want to see those evidence that how this works, Dr. Gogia is a live example. So over to you, Dr. Gogia.
Other benefits of Nasya are that increases our cognitive functions of brain also. That means Dhi, Dhriti, Smriti. Dhi means intellectual power and Dhriti means concentration. Third one is the Smriti, that is memory.
Memory.
If you want to have a unique personality, if you are working with all colleagues, if your cognitive functions are different, you are unique, having unique qualities, your memory is sharp, your concentration is sharp, your intellectual power is sharp, that means you will, your personality would be unique among all. If you want to have a unique personality or better personality, try to have Nasya because it increases your all mental functions of the body. So Nasya is the best therapy. You can prevent it. Corona can be prevented, and cognitive functions, these are the best. Afterwards, we will go for walk. Massage.
Abhyanga.
Massage is Abhyangam. Abhyangam, it is mentioned in our classical text that Abhyang Achrit Nityam Sa Jara Shram Vataha Sutvak Sunidra Dadim Krita. The person who follows, who does this massage daily, he would be free from Jara. Jara Shram. Jara means old age, degeneration process. So he would be free from old age. That means in spite of having 60 years old, he would look young. He will remain young. He will be active as young people they are. So we can defeat old age by having this massage therapy. Afterward, Shram. Shram means there will be no fatigue. People will have a fatigue after the span of 2 hours. They will feel fatigue. You will not have feel. Your energy, your charge, your battery will be charged so much for longer period that your activity will be that will be seen to all that you are so much active in spite of having 60 years old. You are looking like 40 years old, 30 years old. You are working are very charismatic.
Yes.
So Jara Shram Vataha. Vataha means you will not have any painful disorder. That painful matter will not touch your body.
Yes.
Afterwards, Sutwak. Sutwak means their skin would be just like baby's baby's skin, very soft and silky skin.
Moisturized. Yes.
Sunidra means if you are having this massage, you will have a sound sleep. Whenever you plan to have a sound sleep, you will sleep within few seconds. You will have a sound sleep. No snoring, best sleep. But if you are best sleep, that means your energy would be restored. Afterward, Dadim Krita, that means your body muscles will be tonified. No wrinkling, tonified. Tonification of the muscle would be there. So these are the benefits of this massage therapy, Abhyangam.
Yes.
That gives you rejuvenation, that increases your immunity also. So this is the method by which you can do it. Massage. Firstly, we have to think about which type of oil we can do it for massage. That is different from age to age. If younger age, childhoodness, children, we can have mustard oil. For young people, you can have coconut oil. For old age, that means after the span of 60 years, he can have til. That is sesame oil.
Yes.
These are the oils which are easily available in the market and home also. If you want to have better choice for oil, you can have Bala Ashwagandha Tel. After the age of 40, try to have Bala Ashwagandha Tel. That is available at Ayurvedic store, wherever it is, whether in Canada or wherever India. That is the best oil for your rejuvenation.
Yes.
After having massage, what needs to be done? After having massage, we'll have to wait for minimum 30 minutes to get absorbed. Oil should be absorbed. There is no need to do just oil, just apply the oil over the body and have a bath. This will not work. What will you do? You have to wait for minimum 30 minutes. Either you can have hot fermentation or you can have sunlight. Okay. Otherwise, you can just keep it as it is. Body will start absorbing it. After 30 minutes, maximum oil would be absorbed by your body. After 30 minutes, what will you do? You'll have to do. You'll have to have snanam. That is bath. You have to. What needs to be done for bath? Try to not to use soap. You can use soap for hands because exposed part which looks to be dirty or with having some dirt matter, you can wash it with soap. Head neck portion, because dirt remains accumulated over there. Neck, hands and foot, it should be washed. Rest, all organs, all area of skin that remains unexposed, so there is no need to apply soap over the body. If you are applying soap, that will decrease your moisture. That will, especially don't apply soap over your face. If you are applying soap over your face, what will you do? That will that will decrease the glow of your body. Glow. Try to do these all measures. Afterward, you can do just fill the water in your mouth cavity, just like this way. Okay, and sprinkle the running water from your tap and sprinkle over this way. Okay, if you are doing like this way, that will give your best vision. All dirt will just expel out, and visual disorder of your eyes, that will vanish. Other method, this is the simple method by which you can do it. Second thing, if you are doing it with Triphala water, if you are washing your eyes with Triphala water, that is the best way. Triphala water, what needs to be done, how to prepare it? Immerse 1 teaspoon of Triphala in 1 glass of water, half glass of water. Keep it in, covered it, and keep it for night. Next morning, you just filter it with sieve. Afterward, you have to filter it with the malmal ka kapda. That means cloth of malmal. That is very soft cloth. That needs to be filtered through malmal also. Malmal ka kapda. So after having filtration through 2 phases, sieve along with malmal ka kapda, that will give you a ultra filtration of that Triphala water. Just I'm showing you the cups. These are the cups of naturopathy. Just fill the Triphala water and apply. Just keep this all filtered these cups. Pour this cups and keep like this way. Okay, just keep it for a few seconds, 5 seconds. Just keep it off. Then apply it again. Keep it over there and keep it off. Whenever you feel that dirt has been moved out, and keep it till it becomes empty. This is the best way to restore your visual disorder. To finish your visual disorder, you replenish your energy. Second, that will expel out your dirt also. So if you are doing it regularly, I can assure you, I can bet you, all defective errors that will be recovered, that will be covered out, that will moved out by having this Nasya, and that is eye wash with Triphala water. That these are the naturopathic cups. You can get it from market. So these are the measures by which can do it. Afterward, we'll shift to Ganesh Kriya. What is Ganesh Kriya? Just touch your index finger in tail, specifically that is Jatyadi tail. You just touch just dip your index finger in the Jatyadi tail. That will immerse it. That will look like wet. That finger will be wet with oil, and apply this finger towards the anus. What will happen? It will help you to prevent it from coming piles. It will give you precautionary measures for prostate also. This will give nutrition to your perineal muscle also. If perineal muscle would be strong, or that would be nutritive, that will give you a best measure for your sexual pleasure. That means premature ejaculation will not be there, because perineal muscle is being nourished by applying this oil over anus. So anus, by applying this anus, that perineal muscle will be more nourished. So these are the measure. This is Kriya. This action is known as Ganesh Kriya.
So how
I
much,
have told you earlier that
Dr. Gogia, we have a question. So how much do you have to like insert the finger if you were to tell like while applying the oil, if if people they don't have Jatyadi oil, what other oil they can use instead?
You can apply. You can apply mustard oil also.
Okay.
That is also same working. If you are want to have a good, better, best. If you want to have best result, that is the Jatyadi tel.
Yes.
That is mustard oil is easily available at market and your home also. That can be give your best result also. You can apply that one also.
Okay.
Okay. So all these measures have been discussed, and afterward, main thing is diet. Diet meals. Firstly, try to have warm food. Whatever you have been served, it should be warm, and try to have whenever there is a appetite. Appetite strong. There is a strong appetite. Try to have it. These are the measures. Second thing, how much food we should have it. How much food should be consumed by the body. There is a ratio of three things. Our stomach should be divided into three parts.
Right.
Two parts should be covered with solid material, solid food.
Yes.
One part is should be covered with liquid. Rest, 1/3 part that should be covered with, that should be kept vacant.
Yes.
That means 4 divisions should be there. Two parts should be solid, one part liquid, and 1/3 last remaining part should be kept vacant for assimilation of food.
Yes.
That will give you digestion. What people do, they have food till their stomach is over. Whenever they have it, they feel heaviness or indigestion. So try to make some sort of keep some vacant space also for your digestion also.
True.
So these are the quantitative method by which we can measure the total dosage of your ahar, that is food, how much quantity of food you should have it.
Yes.
These are the things.
Yes.
Second thing, whenever you don't feel any food appetite, what needs to be done? Firstly, whenever you are planning to have a meal, you should wash your hands and feet. Okay. Second thing, before having meal, you should have adrak. You may have heard about adrak. Small, just wash it and cut the small pieces of adrak with sandha laman. That is sandha namak.
Yes.
Just sprinkle over the cut portion of adrak and have it before meal. Within few minutes.
True.
Within 15 minutes, your appetite will be that will be very good to have the food. These are the method by which can awaken your appetite. Two methods. First, but try to just keep one other thing that is very important. Whenever you have food, don't wash your feet. Before having meal, you should wash your feet or hands, but after completing your food, don't wash it. If you will wash your feet, that means your agni will be decreased automatically.
Yes, it's a very important.
This is a very important thing. You should try to follow it.
Yes. We have a question, Dr. Gogia. How much length of finger we should be inserting while doing Ganesh Kriya?
That is, I think so. That is one finger. That is, I'm showing you this one.
Yes.
Up to this way.
Yes.
Just this one. This mark. This is layman language we are giving to you. Just apply it over this area.
Yes.
Wherever you don't feel any discomfort, you can insert it. There is nothing to harm, but it should not be done with any sharp object. But in next finger, it should be washed properly. Nail should be cut before insertion into anal canal. Yes. This will give you, because this your finger, you can't hurt yourself. So this is the best way to insert this finger.
That makes sense. Absolutely. So whatever makes you comfortable, you can do it. Whenever it's uncomfortable, just take out the finger. And I know it sounds gross, but it is one of the most, beneficial methods that you can do to yourself and gain that, self wellness time. So all these things, if done consistently, will bring health. Actually, health comes in with these small changes in your daily routine. So yes.
Madam, yes, I would like to add Ratri Charya. That means day has been coming to the end. Now Ratri Charya is there.
Yes.
You had told that we can apply any oil.
Yes.
Okay, for meditation, we can do some meditation for the sake of sleeplessness, and we can apply any oil towards your foot. That is the best way. You had told earlier. Just I am elaborating this.
Yes.
When we are planning to have a lie on our bed, just foot massage should be there. Pad Abhyanga should be there. Pad Abhyanga should be done. Should be done with Jyotishmati tel. That is especially meant for your insomnia. If you are not getting it, you can apply any tel, any oil. You can apply over sole and just rub it out. This way. Okay. You just rub it out. Your both sole would be rubbed with any oil. Okay. And for face, you can apply any oil to your face also. If you are specifically you want to ask this which specific oil we can apply your face to increase your glow. That is Kumkumadi tel. Kumkumadi tel can be applied over face, but at night only. If you are applying at the morning time, if you are going out, sunlight will make your face blackish. So try to apply this Kumkumadi tel at night time over the face. There is no need to wash. Just keep it there as it is. Morning that will get absorbed. So foot massage, face massage. Third one is navel massage. You can apply any oil, any desi ghee oil towards your umbilicus. What will you give it? That will give you sound sleep also, because there is a assimilation of many vessels over their umbilicus. So if you are giving nutrition towards that umbilicus, that means all vessels, all nerves, whatever accumulated over there, that will get nutrition by itself. So that increases your visual acuity also. That means visual disorder, refractive errors would be diminished. That will be vanished by applying oil over navel cavity. Second, there will be no constipation. If the person is having a chronic constipation, they can apply errand tail. That is castor oil. You can apply over umbilicus. That will eradicate. That will finish your chronic constipation. These are the three things which should do it at night time: foot massage, face massage, navel massage. So we should try to do it. Afterward, there is the other. Try to have milk also. Milk at night time. You should have milk with ashwagandha churn, shatavari churn. These are rasayanam along with bajigran also. That can be taken by all age groups. You should try to take after age of 16. You should have it, ashwagandha. Rasayan, you may know it, ras plus iron. That means ras means nutrition, iron means transportation. That means it is a process by which nutrition is being transported towards tissues for rejuvenation of the body. That may lead to increased mental competence. So these rasayan therapy that gives you a best rejuvenation of your body, that increases your immunity also. So this has been mentioned in our books also. Labha paya shastranam prasadinam rasayanam. That means it is a process by which best tissue will be formed. Best tissue will be formed. That means you will not have any degeneration. We can't stop, but degeneration will be delayed. You will look young forever. If you are having the rasayan, these are the measures by which we can delay your degeneration. You will remain young and active among all. These are the measures.
This was an extensive session of so much of Ayurvedic knowledge. Dr. Gogia, thank you so much for joining us and giving your time to us and discuss and sharing all these tips with our followers and audiences. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I have a suggestion. I have a request to all the people who are joining us live. Thank you so much for joining us live. If you have any questions, you can ask right now. Dr. Gogia will be answering all your questions regarding an Ayurvedic day regimen or night regimen or any other question or doubt you have regarding all those activities that need to be adopted. If not, then we will be saying adieu to Dr. Gogia, and we will be joining next week with some more information on Ayurveda, some more information on new Ayurvedic topic. This was such a amazing session, Dr. Gogia. You are a live example of following all these Ayurvedic habits that you have started, and now you are sharing it to the world. These are I would say these are free, cost-free. They do not require any, heavy membership. You do not need to go to any specific, people. You can just do this at the convenience of your home. And this is such a true, gem of information. Okay, everyone is saying so much thank you. There's Mandeep, thank you so much for joining us live. And we have Pawan. Thank you so much, Pawan, for giving your thanks. They are explicitly thanking you, Dr. Gogia, for sharing this information. And then we have they have so many people joined us live. Right now, 7 people are seeing us live. Thank you so much, Asma and M&M Kimom, thank you. Um, and then we have Dr. Uh, we have so many of our doctors joining us live. We have Manjunath. Thank you so much, Manjunath, for joining us live. Um, and we don't have any questions. All the question I asked. Thank you, Abhishek, for joining us. So all the questions have been answered. If you have any more questions, you can directly message Dr. Gogia on his Instagram, or if you have any questions specifically uh, and you want to ask me, you can DM me, and we will be answering all those questions. Stay tuned. Next week at 11 a.m. EST, we will have a new Ayurvedic topic to discuss. Namaste, Dr. Gogia.
Thank you.
Thank
I would be I would feel very happy that whatever I know, I have given you all things. I would be very happy if any people who are listening a word, they follow it, they will remain healthy. If they are
Yes.
healthy, their face will glow. That will increase my glow also. Thank you.
Yes. That's so beautiful. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. And if you
Okay.
start following all these practices, if you have a feedback for us, please tell us, please give us those feedback. These are very, very essential for all of us so that other people can, adopt these practices. It's very helpful that you provide us your feedback, how you are feeling actually. These are gem of information, thousands and years of research that has been done by acharyas in ancient time, and we are still practicing it. They are still valuable. They still mean a lot to us. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you.